Okay, so roll call. Garrett, present, obviously. Chet Hanks, aka Mask.
Present.
And last we have... What is your name anyway?
I'm the both cousin, Peebo. Peebo Bryson.
Your name is Peebo Bryson. Of course it is. Any reason you tried to join into our campfire right now?
Heard you were watching Afraid of the Dark and wanted to check it out.
Well, Peebo, we are kind of experts in children's horror at this point, so just sit back and watch the show. Speaking of that, welcome back to Scared of the Dark. It's the show where we go over each and every episode of the Are You Afraid of the Dark series, and tonight we have the episode, The Tale of the Lonely Ghost. We're only 3 episodes into the series, and this is already our 3rd ghost story.
It's an easy topic for the kids' horror scene.
True enough, I guess it lets you talk about the aspect of death without all the gory details. Also, ghost stories and campfires just kind of go together like peanut butter and jelly.
Like Halloween candy and pissing your pants.
Like candy apples and tax evasion.
A little confusing, but I like the spirit of it. Well, anyway, The Tale of the Lonely Ghost is the all-too-familiar story of an awkward new girl moving to town, and then a group of mean girls daring her to stay in a haunted house. Sure, we've seen it before, but have we seen it with a mirror-to-mirror body swap? Actually, yeah, we did. In Goosebumps. My best friend is invisible. No, wait, no. Let's get invisible. That's it. But anyway. Hold on. Being a tricky one. There we go. Let's get into it. Let's not be so lonely on farmersonly.com. Ghost. We open to Kristen alone in the woods on her way to the meeting of the Midnight Society. David jump scares her because he wanted to surprise her with a birthday gift. We think David must have a little crush. David and Kristen get to the meeting just in time to break up a fight that's about to start. So David eases the tensions by starting his story, The Tale of the Lonely Ghost. In the story proper, we see a girl named Amanda starting her summer vacation. Much like an episode of Goosebumps, Amanda's parents are spending the whole summer away on business, and she is forced to live with an eccentric, not-so-familiar family member with Aunt Dottie. Amanda apparently hasn't kept very close with Dottie because she doesn't get along well with her daughter, Amanda's cousin, Beth. One could imagine that the living situation is about to get fairly tense pretty quickly. As Amanda is getting unpacked, she hears an odd knocking sound from next door. But Dottie promises her that the house is abandoned and doesn't want to be sold. I'm sure that's true and nothing of importance will come of it. Meanwhile, in the house, Beth is already on the phone talking mad shit about her cousin.
You should see what she's wearing. My mom better not expect me to babysit that dweeb all summer.
To be fair, Amanda is dressed like Jerry Seinfeld, which ironically is in fashion right now, but at the time it wasn't really the style for girls her age. Anyway, Beth is immediately not into the idea of hanging around Amanda all summer, and refuses to even let her meet her other friends until she proves she's not a Zeeb, whatever that means.
It's not like just anyone can hang with us. You have to prove you're not a Zeeb.
Amanda wants the summer to go smooth, so she's up for whatever that takes, which seems to be spending the night alone in the abandoned house next door. So this all feels like pretty basic fare so far. Maybe it's because we watched about 60 episodes of Goosebumps before we started this, but it feels all too familiar. It feels like we've seen this all before.
I wasn't there for that.
Then this all must be new and exciting for you.
Not really.
Yeah, nothing really exciting is going on.
I guess that's true, but I mean, you gotta lay the foundations first. You know there's an empty house, you know there's gonna be a ghost in there, and judging from the title, it's gonna be pretty lonely. Isn't that interesting?
That doesn't really help much.
I guess so. I mean, man, David's really bad at telling stories. I mean, he did say that this is about love, so maybe the ghost is like a hunky guy or something. Like, maybe that would be interesting.
Why would hunky boys be interesting?
I gotta agree. That seems more of a you thing.
I'm just trying to see what we can salvage from the story. I'm sorry. Let's just get back into it. Let's just see what happens. Amanda is writing in her diary when Beth's nanny comes through the hallway. Amanda tries to shake her hand, but sensing a disturbance in the force, Beth busts through the door and tells Amanda that if she touches her nanny's wrinkly old hands, she'll never hang out with her. Incredibly harsh stuff for this old woman, but Beth makes a compelling case that she's way too old for a nanny anyway. In Beth's lengthy complaining, she reveals that the nanny has an odd connection to the haunted house next door that made her act so strange.
I know for a fact there's something funny with her in the haunted place next door. I heard my parents talking once. I think she must have been driven insane by the ghost.
But Amanda would find out all about it when she stays in the house all night tomorrow. The next day, Beth and her friends gather outside the house with Amanda to begin the initiation. They tell her the story of a mute young girl who lived in the home and who died as a result of some kind of bullying, and also her parents being away at war. I don't know, the whole thing seems nonsensical and made up on the spot, which it probably was.
Maybe she was deaf.
It doesn't matter, just listen.
Sorry.
In the house, it's not long before Amanda hears and sees strange things, like writing just appearing on the walls. Then we get our first actual ghost sighting, and Amanda immediately doesn't play around, and sprints directly out of the house and back to her aunt's place. You have to respect a character in a horror story that knows when to dip out of a bad situation.
You must be bummed that the ghost isn't a hunky boy, though, right?
You know what? Yeah, because the little girl angle is boring. You know, obviously we know she's related to the nanny in some way, probably her daughter. The twist is spelled out in big, bold letters. You know, give us something new. Give us something interesting.
Maybe the nanny killed the girl?
I like where your head's at, Peebo. You got a bright future in this business, but that's a little too dark for this show. I would have liked to see something like the ghost developing a relationship with the outcast Amanda. Or maybe even a bigger twist where Amanda was the ghost all along.
How would that make sense?
I don't know, I'm thinking on my feet here. Give me a break. Anyway, let's see the inevitable conclusion to tonight's tale. The next morning, Aunt Dottie finds out that Beth stole the keys to the house and Amanda wrote on the walls. So she forces both of them to go back and clean up their mess. The whole time over to the house, Beth is chewing out Amanda for being a crybaby snitch, but Amanda is too scared to fight back. When the girls get to the room, they see that the room is completely graffitied, and the mirror that previously showed the ghostly little girl is now showing a room filled with dolls and stuffed animals. Beth is drawn to this room, almost magically, and walks directly through the mirror, allowing the little girl to walk out the other side. Amanda tries to run again, but the door is sealed shut, so she does the next best thing, crying on the floor. The little ghost, however, isn't angry, she just wants Amanda to go get the nanny, which she happily obliges, leaving Beth in the mirror.
No, don't go, Amanda! You have to help me! I'm stuck in the mirror! Amanda, can't you see me? How am I gonna get out of here?
Amanda catches the nanny just in time before she gets into a cab, giving her the necklace that the ghost girl gave her earlier. In the house, the nanny is reunited with her daughter, who wants to bring Nanny into the mirror world where the two can live together forever. Happily, Nanny walks into the mirror without a second thought, but Beth misses her chance to leave and is now stuck. As Beth cries for help, her friends show up and hear her beg for forgiveness, which Amanda grants by just opening the closet door.
You know, Beth, I think we're gonna have to make some changes in this group.
All the girls agree she's not the group leader anymore, and the story is over. Back at the camp, David tells the society that after the events of that night, Amanda was the girls' favorite, and Beth was the third wheel of the group. After the society leaves, Kristen opens Dave's gift and reveals he got her a locket. So Dave is swinging for the fences getting her jewelry, but she's feeling his vibe.
I'll think of you every time I wear it. Forever.
So Amanda took over the Mean Girls Club and knocked Beth down a few pegs. Also, did the nanny die at the end? I know that she willingly goes into the mirror world with her daughter, but she died, right? She became a ghost, so she was basically murdered. And that means the ghost girl is culpable for that, right?
Sounds like an open and shut case.
Thank you, Peebo. You're my best friend here.
Make sure you wipe the red lipstick after he's done kissing your ass.
Someone's jealous they dropped in the power rankings. Anyway, the ghost of the girl brings up a little plot hole that I noticed. When Beth brings Amanda with her group and tells her the story of the mute girl that got bullied, how did Beth know that the real ghost was mute? She clearly made it up. She even referenced in the episode that she made that story up. But the actual ghost was a mute girl. And Beth doesn't know anything about the nanny's history with the house or what even happened there. So how did she know that the ghost was mute?
Maybe Dave forgot that part of the story.
Possible. The story was pretty weak and generic by David, but to go to his defense, his mind was kind of distracted by trying to rizz up fine shit. Did I say that right?
It's painful to watch you try to be cool.
Whatever, you just hate us because you anus. But tonight's episode was a fairly generic ghost story, and that is rather disappointing. It seemed to focus more on the relationships between the Midnight Society than it did the actual story, and I guess if that framing device is going to be with you for this entire series, you do have to kind of develop these characters to be someone that you care about in any way. And I mean, we can all relate to having a crush on a girl that's just kind of around us. Well, I can. I don't know about these two. But regardless, still a kind of boring story. And for that, I'm going to have to give the tale of the Lonely Ghost 2 dolls out of 5 stuffed animals. Check it out. Especially if you are abandoned with your aunt and uncle. Not even your uncle, just your aunt. You're abandoned with your aunt all summer because your parents are scientists or on business. Whatever bullshit excuse they give, you have to spend an entire summer with someone you don't even know. That happens all the time. That never happened to me, but in these stories it happens all the time. What is happening here? Wasting a summer vacation. Who would have thought? I'd rather spend my summer vacation here talking to a clown and a disembodied head. I'll see you guys next time on VHS Dinosaur Go to the movies or the TV. You get it.
It's not like just anyone can hang with us. You have to prove you're not a zeeb.